What's going on, guys? This is Aaron with Departures Capital. We're here with Jay Park, CEO at CatalX, Canada's premier crypto exchange. How are you doing today, Jay?
I'm doing awesome this morning.
Yeah, I'm excited to have you on and talk about the exchange and your collaboration with Litelink. So it's nice to have you on. And today we're talking all about CatalX. So let's start by telling our viewers, a little bit about your background, how you founded this exchange, and all that.
Well, in 2017, we all know what Bitcoin did. And so a bunch of my buddies, we got together and we said, let's do mining. I think like millions of other people thought the same thing. They're like, okay, we see the price going up and, I don't quite understand the technology, but, if we buy a bunch of GPUs or miners and put it together, I mean, we could make millions. I think we saw that demand in not only cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, but also mining. So that's my first kind of introduction into the digital asset world. So we pulled together some funds and we literally set up a mining operation on my friend's farm. So we got a container together. We hooked up power and air conditioning and we put in the miners and internet and we turned it on and it started to mine. And we saw the operations and we saw our wallets and we saw how much we were making per day. And I guess that kind of triggered the fascination and curiosity. And so from there, literally in mining operations, you turn it on and you just do nothing. I mean, once in a while, there's some maintenance, but it wasn't really an operational business. So at that point, the same group of friends were like, what else can we do? So we paid one of the co-founders at the time to go down to CES, which is one of the biggest tech consumer electronics show in the world. And he said, just go down and find the next $1 million idea. And so he did, and he came back and some of the things were interesting, but the most interesting thing was he had a business card and it read Bill Shahara Bitrix. And then we all got excited and said, can you set up a lunch meeting? And about 3 weeks later, we were driving down to Bellevue and we met Bill at a restaurant. And basically we said, we want to partner with you. And we're up in Canada and Vancouver, and he kind of laughed and said, you and 50 other people want to partner with us. What makes you so special? I said, okay, what do you need? He says, well, I can't guarantee you anything, but if you can basically build the front end tech part and have our guys audit your tech, we may offer you a contract or a term sheet. And said, we basically shook his hand that day and I said, yeah, we'll be calling you back in a few months after building all this stuff. So at that point, we got some funds together and I put in some money as well. And I know very, very little about tech. I know, businesses, I know project management, but at that point we said, let's build this thing. And so we got a small little office and hired a few dev people. And about 6 months later, we had a product built. We sent during the 6 months, we obviously updated Bill and his team of progress, but he audited the program and said, it looks good. And we were awarded the term sheet. And from that day, we added some more resources because we need servers, and then we needed security, and we needed KYC and all this integrated. So we took another 6 months and then we launched a platform in Canada. So that's in a nutshell. I know it's a long story, but that's how we started.
No, that's a very exciting story. So now let's talk a little bit about Litelink Technologies. So they recently announced in a press release a letter of intent to complete their equity investment in CatalX. This will give the company more than 19% ownership. Can you talk about this and how it will benefit Litelink shareholders along with CatalX, itself and yourself?
Well, first we'll start with ourselves because I'm new to the Litelink group, but um, basically, I inserted myself as CEO about 4 months ago. The previous CEO and our co-founder group agreed that this was the right decision, and so I my skill set is in business problem solving, connection, and I started to apply the skills there, and I saw that we had a great platform, we had great tech. Our experience was okay, but we needed to fix little things, and so we started to do that, and now the platform is in a good space, and week after week there's major improvements that make the user experience that much better. At the same time, I saw we have the best platform, trading platform, best liquidity, best depth of order book. We have the most trading pairs, most altcoins in Canada, but no one knows about us. I'm like, so I'm like, how, you know? So I started meeting a few people, and basically I met Charlo, and right off the bat, I think we struck a great working relationship. Not that we are doing anything at that point, but I think the vibes and the core values were there. And I gave some of my parameters and some things that I was looking for, and basically Lightlink and Charlo were able to put a package together that would benefit everyone, so that there would be that win-win-win, and there would be that synergy, that all these people pulling their skill sets and experiences together to create something awesome. And so I think truly what Light Group can bring to the table, and also what we can bring to the table, and then public markets, and also like getting exposure to the Canadians and the general market of our platform. I think this is the beginning and start of something really awesome. So in a nutshell, the reason why I think we started to work together is because of synergy, of that effect of, you know, I'm 10 units, they're 10 units, you're 10 units, but together, why can we make like 10,000 units? It's that beauty of synergy, and I think we've begun internally. We feel momentum building. In a few months, the rest of the world, Canadians will know what we've been up to.
Yeah, I'm very excited to cover the story. Obviously, I've invested in Lightlink myself too, so it's an exciting project for me to watch unfold. So what is in the pipeline for CatalX in 2021, and what are you most excited about for this year?
There are many projects that we have on the go. Most of them I'm not allowed to say quite yet, but one of the projects that I am most excited about just coming up, that I am allowed to speak about, is called Fast Cash. So this is my response. This is our response. This is CatalX's response to the Canadian market. So, like I told you, I inserted myself about 4 months ago, and I saw the marketplace, and I said, okay, we have the best trading platform and experience in Canada, but this is a pro trader option. Mm-hmm. And only 5-6% of Canadians own Bitcoin. That means that in starting now and coming into the near future, every single month and year that passes, more and more Canadians will be exposed to Bitcoin, as we know today. It's in the news. It's in everything right now. Bitcoin and Ethereum and digital assets is in every piece of the news, and the interests, not only nationally but globally, is just increasing exponentially. So I said, let me build a platform that is the easiest to use, the friendliest to use, the fastest to use for Canadians to purchase their first Bitcoin. So the first purchasers are not those people that fund like 10, 20, 30, $50,000 trading accounts. They're the ones that say, let me own $300, $500, less than $1,000 worth. So I've made that process so easy that if you want, from sign up to execution of your first trade, buying your first Bitcoin, it could be done, physically be done, if you're a really, really fast typer, in 60 seconds.
Wow.
And we've documented this. And so that's our response, and we're very, very excited about this because it's first of its kind. And I believe that in 2017, the Bitcoin or BTC ATMs were very, very popular. Now you don't need that. You just link it with, you just send yourself a e-transfer, and you're off to the races. You own your first Bitcoin, and it's powered by CatalX. So your same login information will be able to log on to the mothership, meaning once you're there and you understand digital assets and you really want to start to trade, you don't need any other account. You're already done everything that you need to do major trading between any of the pairings that we have on our platform.
I think that simplicity is very important in this market because a lot of people, they don't know what to do. They've got all these accounts. So I think that's really good. So what makes CatalX different from other exchanges?
We're definitely not the most well-known.
Mm-hmm.
My vision and the company's vision is to invest in platforms, the foundation, meaning we want to be around for a long time. And in the financial industry, you can't just be a drop in the bucket. You have to invest in compliance. You have to invest in regulatory. You have to have a bank. And so CatalX has answers to all these tough questions. So we are in the works, and of course, when we are allowed to announce partnerships and the like, we will. But CatalX is different because we have a long-term vision that we want to be here when the market is mature. Not when there's all this hype. This hype is great, and the market is crazy, and we like it as well. But we are really investing in the foundational work so that not only ourselves, but other cryptocurrency and digital asset-based businesses could build upon our platform.
Awesome. Love the vision. So where do you see crypto going in 2021, and what are some upcoming catalysts or even roadblocks you see for this asset class as a whole? Because as we know, it still is an emerging asset class. I would say it's obviously, like you said, there's a lot of attention around it, a lot of hype, but good and bad. I'd love to hear your opinion.
Well, I think the secret is out. I mean, I don't think we can say that crypto is a scam anymore. It's here to stay. One of the things that, like, the old school of thought, and I consider myself the old school.
Yeah.
Doesn't understand. But I have kids. I give them cash, and they don't know what to do with cash.
Mm-hmm.
They want to go, and they'll say to me, "Dad, I don't want cash. I want V-Bucks." Meaning, I want V-Bucks so that I can buy that digital skin or weapon or whatever on Fortnite.
Yeah.
And that's like across all different gaming platforms and or places that they want to buy things. So I think our kids understand digital currency and it's more native to them. But digital currencies and cryptocurrencies and blockchain is here to stay. And it's the technology behind that that's exciting. The major roadblocks that I see are, I think the old school and the old dinosaurs don't like change because they've made a fortune and they made a lot of money doing it the old way, and they control those cards. But when they see something like blockchain and cryptocurrency and they can't control that, they don't know what to do with that. So there are going to be still some regulatory hurdles
Yeah.
and integrate hurdles with new school and old school. It's gonna happen, and CatalX has positioned ourselves to make that happen and be the winners on the other side.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited to see that happen. So finally, what's the one thing you're most excited about for CatalX? Let's say in the short term, over the next couple of months, what are you, most excited about?
I'm excited about that. Our user growth months over the last three months have doubled, and I told you we're the best platform that nobody knows about, and so we started at a very small number. So I'm gonna say it's not crazy growth, but I see momentum building like crazy. I see deposits being deposited at a rate that we've never seen before. I've seen positive comments saying like, "Where were you guys all my life?" And we're going towards. I tell you, we're going towards a tipping point where a mass migration of like use already active traders in the market and the new adopters are going to be flocking to our platform, and I see it going towards a tipping point this year.
That's exciting, Jay. Well, I look forward to covering this story. I appreciate your time, and I look forward to CatalX and Litelink working together. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be an exciting year.
Yes, me as well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys, that wraps up the video. Thank you so much for watching. I just wanted to say, if you do support me, the channel, and all these videos, then kindly smash that like button along with hitting the subscribe button and the bell for notifications for future videos. I did also want to say, check the disclaimer down below. This video was sponsored by the company that we are talking about today. So check the disclaimer, full disclosure, and we're out of here. Always remember, guys, Departures Capital is for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy or sell a stock because you heard it on here. Buy or sell a stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and you make your own personal investment decisions for yourself. This video is not financial advice. We'll see you guys in our next video.